Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Drama Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. So let's get right to it today at Darby's place. Really, Dylan? Darby? Seriously? Really? And Darby brings up Kiki, which, you know, in bed probably isn't the best place. Like, I don't know, she just wants to fight, I guess. So she keeps trying to bad talk Kiki, and he wants to drop the subject, obviously. So he has to go back to work because, you know what, he's got places to be, Darby. At the Metro Court, Kiki is apparently, like, hate-following Darby on Instagram because she's, like, looking at her pictures and stuff. At Perks Coffee, Morgan is enjoying his new job. Carly comes to visit him on his first day. He has plans with Kiki. He tells her about the run-in with Dylan, and he hopes Dylan and Darby don't become a long-term thing because it upsets Kiki. But I think his more issue should be why it upsets Kiki. Misha, what are you doing? You cannot move the camera. Hi, Cat. So Carly tells Dylan that there's a promising lead on the Jocelyn front, and Kiki is coming to Perks. Carly asks Kiki about the whole Dylan-Darby thing, and Carly kind of, I don't know, guilts her into staying with Morgan, whether or not she means to or not. Like, reminds her of how much Morgan has invested in her and stuff. Come here, Cat. Hello. Oh, good girl. Say hi. Okay, that was your daily dose of E-Cat. Don't forget, July 30th is the first planned E-Catter Day, so let's hope that happens. Alright, so where was I? And Carly doesn't want Kiki to lead Morgan on, and she says she's not. So Morgan comes out, he says he's done for the night, and Kiki's like, me too, let's cancel. And he's like, no, I mean, I'm done with work. And I'm like, that should have been your first flag, Morgan. So he got them a room at the Metro Court, and she says she's not sure she's ready. So she doesn't see what the big rush is. She's worried the same thing might happen to him as what happened last time and how he might act. And she's scared because things get so good until they aren't. And he realizes she needs time to get where he's at. And he throws what he's holding and makes it, like, super personal about his condition. And she kisses him and reassures him. At Alexis's place, Alexis is calling the hospital for an update on Julian. I guess when they ask, like, who she is, she's his wife, and Christina's like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you calling? What's going on? But Alexis wants to talk about the Parker situation, as you would. So Christina says she needs to get over her, and she's going out to see Aaron. So Alexis looks at her wedding picture. She holds it. She thinks about their wedding, and okay, so I'm having an internal struggle between, like, my rational side and this irrational side that I don't know where it came from, but I really wish they could have had a longer relationship with him out of the mob, obviously, because that's the only time when it was, like, honest, which that was the majority of the relationship. But I don't know, I wish they could have had longer together. And I know I don't know where this is coming from. I think because I like William DeVry so much personally, like, I want good things for him on the show. I think it's bleeding through. I must separate the two. I know, I'll work on it. Back at the Metro Court, Carly can't stop herself from talking to Dylan about Kiki, and she says she doesn't want Dylan to pursue her. And Darby comes in and hands Dylan something he left in her apartment and kisses him, like, so Darby kind of makes it a show of the two of them, and Carly leaves, well, just to go over to the bar. Like, she doesn't, like, go too far. And Darby asks what that whole thing was about, Carly talking to him, and he's like, it's nothing, just nothing. Christina shows up at Parker's room at the Metro Court. She tells Parker she's moving on with a really great guy, and Parker has a weird reaction. So Parker I don't know, well, Christina kind of puts these words in her mouth, but, like, that she thinks since she's with a guy, she's not over her, and Parker says she hopes she's smart about her future, which gets super ironic super fast. So Parker kind of grabs Christina's hands, and Christina notices she's not wearing her wedding ring, and turns out Parker's marriage is over, aka the only thing that was keeping them apart is over. So Parker says it wasn't Christina's fault. She starts to cry. She says it's been a long time coming, and Christina comforts her, and I was like, oh no, I really liked Aaron. R.I.P. Aaron. So Morgan and Kiki go to their Metro courtroom, and Morgan sees the gunshot scar again, rehashes everything, and I'm sure she loves reliving her gunshot over and over and over and over again. So she says she likes the scar in a way because it reminds her that they're both alive and they made it through it, and then they sleep together. At the Quartermaines, Sabrina comes home after a long day with Teddy in the hospital, and Michael's in a mood. It's pretty much the best way. He just got back from his flight, and he says he thought they were rebuilding, and he found her application for a lease on an apartment, and he's mad that she didn't tell him she's moving out. And I was like, why? Like, was she supposed to text you special? It's not like you were in town. So when did Michael become so possessive? Like, and by the way, rebuilding a relationship doesn't require living together to tell each other every small little detail of your lives. Like, I mean, it's just an application for a lease. It's not like it's moving day already. Like, come on. So he asked if she was going to disappear like she did with Carlos. Low blow. First of all, she almost died because she did that, and her, like, seriously? That just, I don't know. Michael, not my favorite person today. So, he says he was thinking about their future on his flight, and now it's like she's running away. And I was like, oh my god, it's a lease for an apartment. Chill. So she says she feels she needs to stop taking advantage of his kindness. She doesn't think they should be living together if they're going to date, and for him to feel so responsible for her son. And he says he doesn't want space. He wants her. And I'm like, you're falling into a Morgan trap. Like, I hate when, like, people, I can't. So, they want a future together, and they both agree on that. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think they're good together. I really don't. And Michael gets a text about an ELQ crisis, which, by the way, I don't know why. Every time I hear, like, a texting sound, I think it's a pager. Like, pagers were relevant for, like, 2 years of my life, and that's when I was, like, super young. So, I don't know why I go to pager first thing. Maybe it's because, like, the doctors get pages, but I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you because it came into my mind. So anyway, Michael has to go back to the office, which I don't know why he didn't tell her that. I mean, I know he just found out, but still, seems like something he should have told her, right? So he takes the lease to run it through a shredder after asking her if he can do that, and she says yes, but I say no. At the hospital, Sonny asks Felix if he can visit Julian, and Felix is like, it's just family, and it's not visiting hours. So he's like, well, can I get an update on Julian? So Felix tells him about, like, you know, his setback. And then Sonny calls Dr. Finn. He said that's why he was originally there to talk to Dr. Finn, but Dr. Finn isn't there. And he says he'll let him know the answer tonight about that thing he asked for. And Sonny tells Felix that Julian is staging the whole thing. So Ghost Carlos is continuing to haunt Julian, and he's taunting him, like really, really taunting him. So it turns out Julian, which we all kind of knew this, I didn't because a crane fell on the Tappan Zee Bridge and I missed this part, but Julian drugged himself to fake a setback, but Ghost Carlos tells him that he OD'd on it and now he'll be joining him soon. And I was like, oh no? Like, yeah, I guess oh no. So Julian, so Felix has to rush to Julian's because he has another, like, really, really bad setback, and Julian says that someone was in his room. Sonny's watching this whole thing from the doorway, technicality, and Julian sees Sonny, and then Felix is like, Sonny, you gotta go, and Sonny's like, well, I'm not breaking the rules, and Felix is like, yeah, but you're upsetting him. So Sonny has to get his digs in about him being a coward before he leaves. So then Alexis comes out of the elevator, and Sonny asks if she's here to see Julian. So Sonny tells Alexis that Julian took something, it's temporary, and, like, why are you here? Are you visiting him? You're not getting nostalgic, are you? Well, it turns out she brought divorce papers, and she's gonna serve him, and Sonny's like, ooh, cold-blooded. Like, I think Sonny's even impressed with her. So then Ghost Carlos returns. He was hiding under the bed, even though he's a ghost. I would watch that horror movie, a ghost that, like, hides I'm there. So he really lays into Julian about letting Alexis record him admitting everything, and says maybe there is a way out of this, and tries to goad him into killing Alexis again, which I don't know what good it would do. I mean, yeah, sure, the first-hand person who heard everything be admitted isn't there, but it's all on tape. So again, don't know what good it would do. So he says he wishes he could go back and undo it all because he loves Alexis so much, and she hears that from the door. He has no idea she's there. He's just talking to a ghost, and she overhears him talking to a ghost about how much she loves him. It happens sometimes. I'm sure it's happened to all of us at some point in our lives. And, like, see, this is where the conflict, because a part of me really believed that he really does genuinely love Alexis, but on the other side, he tried to kill her. And could you actually try to kill someone, even if the benefit of the doubt, he was never going to go through with it, okay? But could you get that far doing that to someone you genuinely love? And, like, I'm like, I need to get rational right now, because I know if this was real life, there would be no question. But, you know, since it's TV, I feel like I get more questionable. Back at the Metro Court, Sunny comes to see Carly. She tells him that they dodged a bullet. Sunny tells her to back off, and she says, too late! Dylan's saying Darby. Woo-woo! Plot device Darby. I forgot to call her that in the beginning, but for serious, though. Plot device Darby, not Carly. Carly's not a plot device. And that end scene. So Sunny warns Carly about Morgan finding out about her involvement. She gets a text from the person who claims that Gibby Jocelyn's donor. She's going to meet with him tomorrow. And Sunny's like, this is why I wanted to check people out first. And she's like, nah, I got this. Dylan accidentally pulls up a picture of Kiki on his laptop, and it makes him smile. And my notes went to the beginning. So Kiki seems to just be going through the motions because she puts on this whole facade for Morgan, but as soon as she turns around, it's just, like, dead face. She doesn't want to be there. I know she doesn't. We're telepathic. So Christina confides that she can't help but think about her to Parker. She can't, even when she's with Aaron, she thinks about Parker. And they kiss. And I'm like, Christina, you're making a bad decision. And then it looks like they're going to sleep together. And no. Please don't hurt Aaron. I really like Aaron. Keep Aaron. Aaron's good for you. Oh, I'm so sad right now. Alexis leaves the divorce papers for Julian. Could that be a sign that she can't face him to do this to him, to cause him more pain? Or is it just that she can't be bothered to waste more of her life waiting for him to wake up from this unconscious kind of in and out limbo state? Who knows? And there's a knock on the door at the Quartermains. Sabrina goes to open it, and it's Carlos? What? Huh? That can't be. It's just someone who looks like Carlos and has less or no accent. He only says like one thing. I couldn't get a real read on it. But what? Huh? So if I wasn't already sold on voting for plot twist of the week, I definitely am now. So officially locked in for this week, we're voting for plot twist of the week. If you want to, you can vote Thursday, Friday. Why do I do that? Ever since I started regularly working Thursdays and Fridays, I say Tuesday and Friday, and it makes no sense. Thursday and Friday right next to each other. I don't know why I do it. But in any event, thank you so much for watching today's General Hospital recap. Recap officially done. So on Saturday, I'm going to Six Flags to play Pokemon Go. So if anyone's in New Jersey and is going to Six Flags on Saturday, I'll be there. And that I don't know. I just wanted to let you know to play Pokemon. So yay, Pokemon! Is anyone else playing Pokemon Go? Because like me and my mom are obsessed with it. We go Pokemon hunting like every night. Probably going tonight too, which is why General Hospital was super late that one time, because I got home from work and we were like, Pokemon! And I was like, yeah! Gosh, I'm like almost to level 11, and I plan, I could talk forever about it. I should just make a whole nother video. But also, July 29th is ECAT and Sister's birthday, so July 30th, the day after, I'm doing the first official ECATer day with the debut video that's going to, chronicle their origin, which I'm pulling up, like, fun baby videos and everything that I'm finding that, like, I took in in videos that I've since put on private for reasons that, I'm sorry, like, the trolls kind of ruined that for some videos. But in any event, thank you so much for watching, and kind of my rambling at the end. I'm just, like, super exciting things coming up, and also I booked my trip to Montana yesterday, so I'm, like, really, really happy because I'm going to Montana in September. Woo! If anyone's in Montana, let me know. And, okay, I'm done. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. A little bit late, but I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!